And TechCrunch disrupt Sebastian Thrun, once named the 5th most creative person in the business world, lifted the curtain on his futuristic project, the flying car. It's called Heaviside, and yes, Thrun freely admits it looks less like a car and more like an airplane. But Thrun says Heaviside doesn't need a runway to lift off. It's all electric and about 100 times quieter than a helicopter.
That if we take daily traffic from the ground a few hundred feet up in the air, we could literally free the world from traffic. We want it to be available for everybody, not just for rich people. Ideally, it becomes some sort of an air taxi system that you go to your phone and you summon the Kitty Hawk app, and up comes your Heaviside.
Heaviside is just a prototype to show the concept is possible, but even simpler modes of transport are finding profitability to be just as challenging.
For the last year, we've just been really laser focused on optimizing and being positive on the unit economics. We are positive on every ride now across the globe.
Bird was the first electric kick scooter company to launch a mobile rent-as-you-go service in the U.S. Despite dealing with everything from damaged scooters to strict city regulations, CEO van der Zanden announced it had just raised $275 million in a Series D round that values the company at $2.5 billion. The hunger to attract that multi-million-dollar investment is evident here at TechCrunch Disrupt. Behind me is Crunch Match, where hundreds of startup founders and investors are meeting in what seems like a speed dating scenario to hopefully build chemistry and work on a company together. At Disrupt's Startup Alley, transportation is proving to be one of the most competitive sectors. The startup Pix Moving, co-headquartered in Silicon Valley in Guiyang, China, is using autonomous technology to help businesses deliver things like vending machines and coffee shops straight to the customer. Pix Moving uses artificial intelligence to design a 3D printable self-driving base in 2 to 3 weeks.
There is one good example, potential project taking place in Florida when there is a senior home. People, when they're getting older, they less intend to drive a car. But in USA, without driving, you can get nothing. But having those applications surrounding them, it can definitely increase their quality of life.
Other modes of transport stress portability, like the Velo bike, which weighs 10 kilograms and can do this.
It's very light, so it's the lightest on the market. We had the half of the weight of a normal electric bike, and you have the same power as a normal electric bike, and the regenerative braking makes the difference.
Votive says Velo incorporates energy storage technology borrowed from Formula One racing. A rider just needs to pedal backwards in order to give the e-bike's battery a charge. Mark New, CGTN, San Francisco.